All right, Elliot. Well, great to be with you today. Thanks for being willing to do this. Let's start by having you say your name and where you're from.
Okay, thanks, Chris. My name's Elliott Weir, and I grew up here in Austin. Left for Dallas for about 8 years for school and work, but spent most of my young time here in Austin, and I've been back here for over 20 years now.
Wow, so you're an original Austinite. You're a rare breed.
I do recall when the roads were much smaller and had many fewer cars, and there was actually an airport off of Airport Boulevard. Yes.
That's funny. Well, great. Well, and so what is your business and what makes you passionate about it?
Okay. So I named my business Three Financial. It's spelled with like three-letter I's, like Roman numerals. Um, and what I do is I help widowed women kind of navigate their finances. So investments, insurance, legal, tax, cash flow, you name it. If it touches their finances, then I'm there to help guide them. Um, I'd say what makes me passionate about it is because this kind of help would have been really amazing for my mom to have received when my dad passed away. He was 50, and that was 1997. And so it was a very sudden thing. She was a homemaker, didn't really know much about her finances. And so there I was, a young 20 something, recently married, and had to jump in and help her figure out what to do and start with the basics. And so I think having gone through that experience with her, it kind of makes it, where I see an opportunity to make that kind of difference with other people and make a really big, huge positive impact.
Cool. That's terrific. Well, I really like that your business is driven by a personal story and a personal experience that you had. It's not that
Mhm.
you just provide a service, it's that it's near and dear to you given the personal experience, and now you can provide a value to others.
Very
Um,
much so.
and so my next question is a little bit similar to what you've already answered, but how can you or your business help others? Maybe you can just run through that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I see kind of my responsibility lying in protecting and helping other women. So I create a client experience that's tailored to the needs of somebody who's been widowed. I don't, I kind of take a protective approach. I don't want them to be sold a bad product when they're grieving. I don't want, them to be taken advantage of. And so I kind of bring my process and my experience to their unique timeline because everybody processes things different. They could come to me and have been widowed 2 years already, so they're in a different situation than somebody who it happened the week before or the month before. So as far as helping them, my company is pretty unique in the world of financial planning. Like I said, I don't sell any products. And I don't charge them a percentage of their assets, which is very common in my world. My pricing, it's a fixed fee based on the complexity of their situation. How much value can I add? That way, there's no pressure on them, on a new client to buy a product or move assets to me in order for me to go on and get started helping them. So we can uh, triage. I have a process called a widow financial triage, and what we do is point out, okay, these are the things we absolutely have to deal with right now, and then we're going to take a step back, circle back, and we'll deal with things on your timeline, and kind of get things all squared away so that ultimately they feel like they're in control of their finances. And if they have a question, they know who to contact and just that peace of mind.
Cool. I really like that. I really like your system. I like your approach, and I like that it's very tailored to your target customer demo. It's
Yes.
terrific.
Yeah.
Um, well, great. Well, then, in that case, what are some ways that others can help you?
I think the biggest way would be if they are able to make any introductions to probate attorneys, whether local or anywhere else in the US, really, because I can work with clients in any of the states.
Hmm.
Um, Very few of them have seen an offering kind of like mine. And a very interesting statistic is that over 70% of female widows are looking for a different source of advice than the person that maybe their husband had been working with, or if they hadn't been working with somebody. And there's a lot of reasons behind that. But so probate attorneys are kind of on the front line, and I think that I would love a chance to kind of just show them what I do for clients, how it works, because it could be a huge benefit to their clients, kind of what they offer, makes them kind of stand out from other attorneys. And if they're passionate about their clients like I am, it would just help them out in taking that. I got to figure out how to vet somebody and all that stuff off of their plate.
Hmm.
So, working with probate attorneys is a great way to find people who really are looking for help.
That's a great response. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
That makes sense. And so hopefully, beyond folks enlisting your services as a customer, they can also help connect you with probate attorneys.
Yeah, you can't really find widowed clients on LinkedIn or through
Sure.
Facebook ads. Yeah, it's a much harder demographic to pin down than doing Google ads and that kind of stuff. So it's much more about the personal introductions.
Great. Okay, that makes sense. Well, so this has been a great foray into learning about you and your business. What's one way that others can connect with you?
Well, either ironically LinkedIn, that's a good way to find somebody. It's Elliott Weir, two L's and two T's. Weir is spelled Weir, because both of those are always misspelled. I'm used to it. Or check out my website. It's www.3financial, spelled like I said with the three I's, financial.com. I'm put a lot of work into kind of making that explanatory about what's going on, what I do, and so they can check those things out. And if they have any questions, there's ways on there to reach out.
Awesome. Yeah. And I'll also put that information in my post about this. So,
Okay, excellent.
all right. Well, that's it for now. Thanks so much for your time. It's great to have you here, Elliott.
You bet, Chris. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
All right. Take care.
You too.